Good morning guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. It's a fair dreich morning in Scotland over here, but we like this cold damp weather. It gives more power with higher air density, so you know, every car guy's dream apart from traction. And talking of traction, this thing is an absolute monster. I was a wee bit disheartened. Basically what I've done is I've boosted the Civic now, right? But filming the whole boosting process, the video, my SD card went corrupt, so I don't know if I just handled it weird or something like that, but all that footage is wiped. But to be honest, wasn't really that much into it anyway, so what I'll do now is I'll go over the build and I'll show you what I've been up to. So, the little Civic now is boosted. So we'll start off with the fuel side. I've obviously put in the 550 or 544 K20 injectors, you know, the stock ones that I've decapped, and they're on. Car runs with that. The boost pipes, I just made them that go right round the front of the car to, I don't know if you can see this, but we've got a nice 3-inch Mishimoto down there. I've taken the lip off because I've tried to make the car look really standard at the front, because this thing is a proper sleeper. So radiator here, the fan's off to one side because obviously the downpipe and stuff like that is so close to it, I couldn't have the shroud and that on, so the fan's off to one side. These pipes I had to get from my friend Dwayne because the stock ones for the D series doesn't fit onto a B series rad. I didn't even know there was a difference, but there is. We're going to talk about this in a minute. We have, what else do we have? Oh yeah, the turbo manifold itself, £100 jobby from eBay, and I've welded on a V-band flange underneath it. And this turbo here is the G25 550 from Pulsar Turbos, and I'm running it this internal wastegate, so you can maybe see the actuator back there. Actuator back there. So internal wastegate, 0.72 AR, G25 550. One water line comes off the block down here, if you can see it down there, and that rolls round to the other side of here, and the other coolant comes off of there, goes down, and then just straight into the radiator. Obviously down there's the suction side and down there's the high pressure side. The feed line, I've just taken it from the back. It's just a usual sort of place for Civics. Can't really see it. Can I set this camera down? You guys be able to see it somewhere maybe? Not sure if you can see it, but I've got a little T in there where I've got my oil pressure sensor, and this is just an eBay line, so maybe a little bit too long, but it'll be fine. And then underneath, again, you're not really going to be able to see it, but I'll maybe put a picture up in the video. It's basically an Vauxhall Insignia turbo drain to AN10 fitting, which goes back into the sump. So yeah, this thing is an absolute weapon. It's so fast. The wastegate spring I've got in it, the gate pressure I'm making 1.2 bar of boost straight off the bat. No boost control. You can see the red line here comes straight off the turbo and then just goes straight onto the actuator down there. I have got some springs to change to dampen it down a bit, because I'm going to have to do boost by gear, boost by TPS and stuff like that to try and get traction in this thing, because it just lights up the wheels. It's absolutely crazy. You guys would have seen in the last video I replaced the valve stem seals in this, and yeah, it made a little bit of difference, but if I'm honest, the thing still smokes like an absolute whore. On deceleration, there's so much blue smoke, it's like a smoke screen, especially in cold morning startups. In fact, you know, that's what we'll do just now, and I'll show you how bad it is. Oh. She's proper smoky, so when it warms up it's not so bad, but Yeah, so I've to replace the valve stem seals, but I think potentially the guides have gone. It's only on cylinder 4, which kind of makes me, you know, curious what's going on. And yeah, so I think what I'll do is I've got a friend, Dwayne. He's got a spare head. I might just chuck it on for the crack and then see, you know, see if it makes it any better. So what we'll do, just a little bit of a vlog today, nothing wild. We're going to take this out, we're going to start it up, and we're going to have to play with the boost cut, because the new boost cut controller I've made, it needs to be set up basically with the new turbo. So basically what I've got here is this little box here goes in line with the map sensor, and it basically just holds the signal wire back to the ECU at a certain voltage so it doesn't go above it, which causes the boost cut. So a bit ghetto, but it works a treat. And obviously we boost controller I've got set to absolute minimum just now, so to get the thing set up. So bring this round a bit more because she's still cutting. Wee potentiometer in there. Like that. Folk around here are fucking proper money twats, like. That's better. No boost cut. So the way you set this thing up, you basically turn the pot until it cuts, or as it's cutting, you keep turning the pot until it doesn't cut, basically. But you've not got any boost cut, but you don't want to have it too much. You still want to be, you know, have a wee buffer area. So just now its wastegate pressure seems to be about 20 psi and it's holding that fine. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I'm gonna miss it. Speed limiter kicking in. There she is, a little beast. It's a bit of a sad day for us really, because this thing's going today. We've got a guy who's converted himself from VAG into JAP, and he wants to doodlebug, and I'm going to swap him for a different project. Although the project I'm swapping for doesn't run or drive or that, it should be pretty cool when I'm done with it. I think I've had the doodlebug for 1.5 years now. I use it to drive up and down to work almost daily when I'm home as well, and I think it's been absolutely class. Yeah, so if like my mum or dad wants our car done, brakes on it or something like that, or MOT stuff, I give it a wee doodlebug, and everyone loves it. So this video is taking a bit of a turn, to be honest. I was going to go out and do the Civic, but I need to go down and take the Doodlebug to its new owner and pick up the new project. So the video is taking a wee swift turn. So we're going to hook up the trailer, get this thing moved out of the way, and yeah, get it hooked up to the Rangy and take it down the road. Ah, there we have it. Little Doodlebug is in our new home. And look what I'm coming home with. Oh yes, we've got ourselves a Mark 1 caddy pickup. I've wanted one of these for so long, you have no idea. The bed and everything is off just now. I need to strip it all down, give it a good clean up, and I'll probably get some bits from Retrofication, I think the place is. There's bits in here as well. I've got engine and stuff like that as well, dashboard. These seats are actually Porsche seats, so stick them on. Comes with ATS cups as well. But all in all, very clean. We'll have some bits down here need to be cut out, and well, actually he's got the patches too weld up. But you can get full floors for these for like 35 quid, so really cheap. You've got the sliding window at the back here. Everything looks in really good condition. Coilovers on the front, and in the bay as well. As you can see, like next to no rust. So I'm proper happy with that. It's going to be a bit of a beast. So the idea of getting one of these is I have a lot of engines, a lot of parts, a lot of stuff I need to take to the dump, and I don't like to stick it in the Rangy because a lot of it's oily engine parts. So I wanted to pick up, and I've wanted one of these for so long. So and they are silly price. Like, if you guys go and have a look to see how much a Mark 1 caddy pickup is, they're dear. So yeah, get one of these to help me take stuff to the skip and the scrappy. I know a lot of you will be saying that thing should be using the scrappy itself, but no, we're going to fix this thing up and it's going to be so cool. One of the hardest parts though is what colour do we paint it? And just like that, we're home again. Tell you what boys, this thing looks cool as. I don't know if you can kind of see what it's going to look like to end up with, but yeah, I'm super excited for it. This stuff here I've put on, it's called Vatican. Look at that, you can see the genuine Audi Volkswagen stamp there. Yeah, this stuff's like a rust converter. You can see it's kind of going blue. It'll go black. Just to kind of protect some of the bare metal really before I move it to storage, which will be in a couple of days. So I put this stuff on it anyway because it's quite good to stick it on. But the thing's proper straight, which I'm really happy about. Inside, the floors are the worst. You can see along there, there's some rot along there, some rot down here. You know, the holes. So I might just put in full new floor pans. You can buy all them, and yeah, you can see the bed as well. You know, quite rusty, so I need to give all this a good clean up, a wire brush, and yeah, it's all solid though, you know, all solid. I just need to give it a good wire brush and some sort of protective stuff to go over it, and then lay in the new bed. So I feel new bed for it from, is it Rotbox or Restorations or whatever it's called. They're £165 for a full new bed, like the full back end of it. And individual slats are like £25. So yeah, it's going to look cool when I'm done. I'm not sure what colour to go for. I'm kind of tempted to go beige, because I know a lot of folks say, oh, paint it fucking luminous green or orange or yellow or whatever. Nah, I'm not interested. I wanted to try and keep it nice and simple and go from there. So you guys are probably thinking I'm mental swapping out the Doodlebug for this thing. You're probably right, but this thing's going to turn out proper cool. So I'm going to end the video there, guys. Like I say, it's a bit of a strange video because I was going to start off on doing the Civic, but I ended up getting carried away, sorting out the Doodlebug and then buying this thing, or swapping it for the Doodlebug I should say. Anyway guys, I'm going to shoot off. You guys stay safe, take care, and we'll catch you in the next vid.